has a bit of an old school feel to it, doesn't it? These teams love to run things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a center you can run your offense through makes the rest of your offense that much better.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Ayton is out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the 3, the small forward.
This is where you get Sabonis the ball. He's going to reward you for feeding him.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Shot on the wing, and it's DeRozan missing.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Sharpe on the wing, guarded by Levine. Avdia against Murray. No good with the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Now Simons, following the miss by Denny Avdia from deep. Simons with a screen on Levine. And it's Sharpe missing. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Ellis can't get it to go. Trailblazers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And Simons wide open. He'll fight. It's good from long range.
Nice vision from the youngster, Sharpe that time.
Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Dives for it. Kicks it out to Ellis. On the wing, Levine. Sacramento moving it around. Wide open look here for Murray. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
From about 19 feet, buries the jump shot.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Pass to Sabonis. Kicks it out to Ellis. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Such a talented passer at his position. Sabonis is all about making winning plays.
And the basket by Kamare.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Ellis. Inside. And stolen by Ayton. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's Sharpe missing. And it's Sabonis with the ball for Sacramento. Trailing by 2. For 3, Levine. The rebound by Simons.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Here's Ayton. He takes it in. Pass to Kamare. Back to Avdia. Simons from outside. Portland again missing. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Sabonis kicks to Levine. Fires from the wing. No good.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Pass to Kamare. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharpe. Valanciunas who's checked in for Sacramento. Monk comes in for Ellis. And a switch here also for Portland. Grant's checked in. Monk with the bounce pass. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Ayton. No good from Valanciunas. Portland leading. Here's Grant. Oh, Ayton in position. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Trailblazers shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. And they take the lead.
And look, he's showing he's not all strength. Levine with a nice little pull-up.
Grant for three. Buries the long-range jumper. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Cranes the three-pointer.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Kings lead. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
They've got Domantas Sabonis. Carter out there with Malik Monk. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's LaRavia in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Defense has no good answer for Ayton there, so they come at the big man and foul.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Here's LaRavia. Bangs home the trifecta. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, we're just out there trying to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Wasted no time on that one. Monk's got 6.
How about the quickness of that release by Monk? An experienced catch-and-shoot player who feels comfortable firing from deep.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
The Kings shooting their first free throw of the game.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
And it goes down 2 points.
And you see how proficient Sabonis is from mid-range. This is an area that he loves to work from.
Pass to Williams. For 3, Henderson. Rebound by the Kings. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The shot from the low post is good. Sabonis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Kings.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And with a monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Sacramento.
Here's Ellis. Portland making their last shot. Floats it up for Monk. No good on that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Kings leading now by 7. Levine passes to Sabonis. Levine kicks for Sabonis. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Such a wide open look. Ayton's got 6.
And I'll tell you what, stretch bigs are getting bigger. Ayton, MB, Big Cat, this is the future.
Pass to Sabonis. Back to Ellis. Shoots over Henderson, and there's Ellis. That's good on the assist by Sabonis. Ellis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Grant finds Ayton. Now here's Simons. Williams a screen on Monk, and it's Simons off the drive. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Ayton missing. Sacramento's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Left side, Sabonis. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Oh, just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Grant outside. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
And he nails the 3rd.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Out to DeRozan. Shoots from the corner. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. DeRozan's got his first basket.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's Sacramento up by 3. A chance now to send. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Sabonis.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Grant is out there with Jabari Walker. Then there's Scoot Henderson. And it's Benton in at the shooting guard position. For Sacramento, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
Here's Reed. A 3-pointer off the mark. Sacramento leading by 4. Sabonis kicks to Levine. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Sabonis has got 6 assists in the game. Here's Walker to the inside. It's stolen by DeRozan. Levine looking around. There's Sabonis. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Trailblazers trail by 7. Here's Benton. Misses the 3. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And there's the foul. It'll go on Delano Banton. That's his first foul. Double team Sabonis. Murray outside. Back to Sabonis. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. Ellis can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. But in the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Henderson. And here they come. Here's Avdia. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. Sacramento leading by 4. Levine with it. Now Henderson defending. And DeRozan at the basket on the assist by Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 7th assist in the game. Ellis against Henderson. Kicks it out to Grant. And that one is hammered home.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Murray outside. Oh, good on the three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Grant. Henderson kicks to Grant. Sinks the triple. Now just a 2-point Kings lead.
And I love Grant's mindset. Readies himself to shoot as soon as he touches the ball.
Sabonis, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Reith, and the call will be against Sabonis. That's his first foul. Sacramento making a switch here. Monk's checked in for the Trailblazers. Pass to Rupert. Simons with the ball. Just 4 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. Deep 2 from Thibault. And he hits it to tie the game up. Thibault's got his first points in this one. Left side, Sabonis. There's the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds. Simons against Monk. Now, here's Thibault. He's covered closely. Monk against Simon. That one misses. Kings leading now by 3. For 3, Levine. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Sabonis. Inside. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
And it's clear that Sabonis has it going on right now. That defense is at his mercy.
Pass to Simon. Clinging with it. Sabonis is there.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. It's Sabonis with the drive. Here's Monk. 1 second left. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Kings lead by 3. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
3/10 behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. They've got Levine. Malik Monk out there with Ellis. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's LaRavia in at the 4-man position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Back to Monk. And stolen by Thibault. Floats it up for Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
what I really love about this kid, Williams he's physical, he's explosive, and yes, he plays above the rim. He just brings that nastiness to the game.
And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Grant, that's good.
Yeah, well, a lot of people will say Grant's a glue guy, but I tell you, he doesn't need any glue tonight. He is doing this all by himself.
They need this. Sinks the three-pointer.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Over in the corner, Williams. Henderson against Ellis, and taken away by Ellis. Pass to LaRavia. Back to Ellis. For the three, and another three for Sacramento. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Sacramento.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Outside Williams. Pass to Thibault. Henderson, no one around him. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Monk with the ball. Williams picks him up. Poked away. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And how about Valanciunas coming through here? When it's a big possession, giving it to him is a great idea.
Pass to Klingon. Out to Henderson. Over in the corner, Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Grant for three. Rebounded by Ellis. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. On the wing, Levine. Here's LaRavia. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Thibault from past the arc. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Thibault's got 6 points in the quarter.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And it's LaRavia missing. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Trailblazers. And here is Grant. To the paint. Henderson outside. Klingon the screen for Henderson. Back to Williams. Thibault for three. Sacramento grabs the miss. Outside, Levine. Kicks it out to Ellis. Pass to LaRavia. Buries it from outside.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Henderson passes to Williams. Stolen by Levine. And the Kings pushing it up now. And stolen by Thibault. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Bullseye! A tremendous three to tie it up.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Ellis, the pass to Monk. Stolen by Grant. On the wing, Williams. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to Grant. Thibault on the wing to take the lead.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
They could win it. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so the big win by
ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Gary Payton II is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at center, filling out the middle. Sabonis can't hit. And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. Outside for Green. Back to Payton. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. And pushing it up, here's Sacramento. Ellis' shot is off.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
It's stolen by Curry. On the wing, Payton. Outside Curry. This one for three. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
Curry doing it again with the quickest releases we've ever seen.
Brent, you could hit the three back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
And Sabonis gets it to go.
Now, this is where Sabonis can play tricks. He's got every move at his disposal.
On the wing, Payton puts up a three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Ellis passes to Levine. DeRozan outside. Pass to Sabonis. Puts it up. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Green for three. And the Warriors with another three.
Well, we see Draymond Green take a lot of threes. He doesn't make a lot of threes, but we see him take them. That time, knocks down to Jay.
Ellis passes to DeRozan. And the foul called on Brandon Podziemski. That's his first foul of the game. Malik Monk's checked in for Sacramento. Sabonis in the post. Working on Green. Sabonis' shot is off.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Alec. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brett.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
And here's Butler outside. The rebound by Murray.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Count that bucket.
Well, a little physicality for a little guy goes a long way, but a little physicality from a big guy, that goes Valanciunas as well.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. So the Kings making a change here. Sabonis checked in. The Warriors have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Ooh, stolen by Murray. To the middle. Butler with a steal. And here's the fast break. Moody with it. Now guarded by Monk. And here's Kuminga for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Sabonis looking over the floor. Outside for Levine. No good with the triple. The Warriors lead by 5. Outside heel. Jackson Davis down low. Defended by Murray. And here's Butler outside. Hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Levine for 3. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis. 7 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Butler. No good on the buzzer beater. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Warriors on top. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
We've got Domantas Sabonis. Trey Lyles is out there with Malik Monk, and it's Carter in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Here's LaRavia. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And you can't sleep on Sabonis' passing ability. I mean, this guy could torch you with dimes.
When we talk about the top players in the league, Brent, Domantas Sabonis can get overlooked.
You wonder if the record was a little bit better last year for the Kings, where he might have finished in the MVP voting, because this guy led the league in rebounding, and he put up 8 assists per game. So top 10 in MVP, that could have moved up a little bit with a winning record. He is a legitimate star at his position, and it's such a strong part of what Sabonis brings to the game. Quality passing.
Curry passes to Kuminga. Outside Curry. Oh, wow, Kuminga playing way above the rim.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Warriors trail by 3. Outside Kuminga. Jackson Davis with it. Lyles on him. Oh, the soft touch. Stephen Curry.
Like to see it when Steph has the confidence to try the floater just over the top of the defense, and that soft touch, and it goes.
Here's Sabonis. That one is off. Good work defensively by Jackson Davis. Healed from outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
Buddy does such a great job of preparing his shot even before he gets the ball.
Pass to LaRavia. Here's Lyles. He's watched by Kuminga. Lyles a screen. Sabonis, the pass to Lyles. Uh-oh, Kuminga on the take. And Kuminga throws it down.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace, that's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Grant, the Kings are one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And some changes here for the Kings. Sabonis comes in for Valanciunas, and McDermott subbed in for DeRozan. And Golden State also making a switch. Hayden's checked in. The kick out. Curry takes a 3. Rebounded. Domantas Sabonis. Sabonis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Monk against Curry. 5 on the clock. Levine passes to Sabonis. Back to Levine. Over Payton. And another miss by Sacramento.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
The other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Well, Brett, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
Sabonis, the pass to McDermott. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. The Warriors lead by 9. Outside, Green. The floater. Curry creates inside.
He could score on you in bunches. Curry doing it all in this one.
Pass to Sabonis. And here's McDermott. Launches a three. On the wing, McDermott. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
He kicks it out, takes advantage of the open space. That'll leave a defense scrambling.
Outside Curry. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Oh, Sabonis with the steal.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Got it. Sabonis has got 7 now in this quarter. Curry with it. Tries a three off the inbound. Curry rises up and hits the three.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Stephen Curry getting it done for Golden State. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back after this.
Too bad. Let's hear it for the participants.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure...
Oh, Butler! Unreal!
Oh, Jimmy, that was impressive.
Kings trail by 12. And Brent, the Kings have the pieces to compete and finally creating some stability.
Yeah, after that 16-year playoff absence, just being a factor in the West has Sacramento and their fans really, really exciting. Again, the pieces are there. Will they push it this year to get back in the mix?
Here's Green, the kick out, Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green. Curry's got 18.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Back to Green. Chalk up 2 there. He's got 5.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Outside Murray. Sabonis in the post. Working on Green. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. The Warriors lead by 17. Tipped away. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Here's Levine for 3. And Levine knocks down the 3.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
Pass to Curry. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Ellis passes to Sabonis. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
Here's Ellis. He's covered by Curry. Payton with a steal. Here's Green. Hauled in by the Kings.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And that's a foul called on Domantas Sabonis. That's his first foul. Malik Monk's checked in for Ellis. The Warriors also with a sub. Heald's checked in for Payton. Green against Sabonis. Hield, a screen on Sabonis. Out to Hield. Wide open. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 6 assists now in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside Monk. Outside Murray. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sabonis has got 18 points in the game.
Sabonis, such a difficult guy to guard, and right now he is going off.
Curry with it, and Sabonis picks him up defensively. Pass to Hield. Now here's Green. Tries from 6 feet. Outside Curry. The 3 is up. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
And so Monk will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 16. Out to Hield. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 7.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Pass to Sabonis. 55 seconds left in the third. Misses the baby hook. The Warriors lead by 18. Outside, Green. Fires from deep. That's good from Curry. On the assist from Green. Curry's got 26.
Just so fun to watch Steph Curry shoot a jump shot. It doesn't get any better than watching this guy pull the trigger.
And Levine throws it down.
Oh, talk about bounce. Levine has tremendous bounce. I mean, gets off so fast to slam down those alley-oops.
Back to Curry. Left side Hield. Off target with the 3. Kings trail by 19. And here's Sabonis outside. Sinks it from distance. He's got 21.
An excellent timing from Sabonis there, shooting it off the bounce.
Curry passes to Green. Here's Hield. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Outside Levine. With 1 on the clock. And there are the Kings with another bucket. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. Hop. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We got Trey Lyles. He's out there with Zach LaVine. Malik Monk is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Ellis in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. The corner 3, LaVine.
He had to get it away, and he did. LaVine with the quick release.
Here's the floater. Nice shot by Kuminga. And the Warriors lead by 13.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And Sabonis gets it to go. And the Warriors shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Moody from outside. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
It feels like Steph doesn't even have to look. He just knows where his teammates are.
They double team Sabonis. Monk passes to Ellis. And here's Sabonis outside. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Lets the 3 fly. And the Warriors with another 3.
Good shot selection there from Steph, feeling the rhythm and then easily connecting on the pull-up.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. And the Warriors make some changes. Looney comes in for Jackson Davis. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Moody. The Warriors lead by 17. Out to Hield. The 3 ball. Gets the 3 ball to go.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
A nice shot by McDermott.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
To the inside, Looney. And Looney with the slam.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Levine passes to Sabonis. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Murray's checked in for Sacramento. DeRozan comes in for Monk. Outside Butler. Levine with a steal. It's tipped. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Who poked away. DeRozan with the ball. Green picks him up. Here's Sabonis. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, Sabonis just taking that hit and finding a way to finish.
All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You've got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
3 on the clock. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And it's a completely new group for the Kings. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Valanciunas can't get it to go. The Warriors lead by 20.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Warriors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Stephen Curry.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
Valanciunas into the lane. Looney on the double team. Shoots. Valanciunas can't get it to go. Domantas Sabonis, he's checked in for Sacramento. Santos is checked in for the Warriors.
Substituting on the court.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It doesn't go for him. And here's Sabonis. Pass to LaRavia. Over Hield. And it's LaRavia missing.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Pass to Kuminga. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Launches it from deep. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Warriors taking care of. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to
And it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
Well, you aren't kidding.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Payton is out there with Butler. And it's Green in at the 5 spot.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Here's Simons following the basket by Stephen Curry. He gets it in there.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Chauncey Billups. Dave, what do you have to say?
We discussed Steph Curry, of course, and what he advised his team to do against him. Coach said, I told our guys that we have to be right up on him to fight over screens and not allow him to feel comfortable out there. A huge task for any defense, and we'll see if this one is up to the challenge. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. In his first 3 seasons in the NBA, Stan, Anthony Simons only started 5 games. But now he is out there a lot and getting starts.
Well, look, Kevin, he played under Damian Lillard. Not a bad role model for Anthony Simons. Another 6'3" guard with explosive scoring capability.
Tries the spin move. Avdia, a screen on Green. Thibault can't get it to go. Butler with the ball. Now Avdia defending. And Curry has it in the corner. Payton outside. Here's Podziemski. Good on the triple. Podziemski's got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And Simons wide open. He'll fire. Drains it from beyond the arc. Simons has got his second basket of the game. The Warriors have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Back to Curry, and so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Henderson's checked in.
This is how relentless Henderson is. Once he gets the steal, he is going all the way.
Payton in the corner. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Lets it go with a 3. Shot by Podziemski, no good. Portland leading by 3. Thibault with the ball. Pass to Henderson. Outside, Avdia. Here's Simons. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Well, you want to stop Steph in the 2-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved.
Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Drops in the tray.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Avdia, the pass to Simons. Pass to Ayton. Avdia with it. 5 to shoot. Back to Ayton. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Different look here for the Warriors. Freeze Jackson Davis is checked in for Green. Kuminga comes in for Butler. Moody's checked in for Gary Payton. And it's Buddy Hield in for Brandon Pajemski. It's tipped. Hield with it. Kuminga picks him up. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Grant. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. They kick out to Hield. Connects from three-point range.
A volume three-point sniper. Hield realizes his role is to help space the floor with his shooting.
Hands it from downtown.
And in getting that three to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by the Warriors.
Hield outside. Got a piece of it. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Warriors. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Moody in at the small forward. Henderson, and then Henderson with the jam.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hop.
We've seen some flashes, Coach, from Shaedon Sharpe in his career. He can get hot in a hurry.
Well, look, Kevin, he is a great athlete, and when his shot starts to fall consistently, he can be electric. Right now, he's putting it together little by little. He's just got to continue to improve.
It's tipped to the middle. They kick out to Hield. Offline with his three. Portland trailing here. Sharpe, the pass to Grant. Jacks up a three. The Warriors pull it in. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Kamari. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Kamari's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And oh, here we go with Henderson. Here's Sharpe. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. Here's Jackson-Davis. He has yet to score. Hield outside. From outside the arc. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Grant for 3. And Curry pulls it down. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
And look at the hops on Grant, lifting off for a slam before the D can contain him.
You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
Williams, he's checked in for Portland. Delano Banton comes in for Scoot Henderson. Then for the Warriors, Draymond Green comes in for Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Moses Moody.
This is what separates Green from most bigs, a point forward who excels at passing.
The shot by Sharpe, nobody around. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Launches it. Shot by Pajemski, no good. Now, here's Sharpe. He's defended by Pajemski. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Portland grabs the miss. Sharp's got 4 rebounds in this game. Grant the pass to Williams. Williams a screen on Curry. Pass to Grant. Puts up a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Grant's got 5 points so far. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead change. It's 6 already.
Curry buries the 3-shot.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
Pass to Banton. And Sharp has it in the corner. Shoots over Curry. And it's Sharp missing.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Curry finds Green. Curry with a wide open look. Again, Curry missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Grant the pass to Williams. There's the drive. Here's Kamara. Off target from 3-point range. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Curry on the move. Pass to Pajemski. 3-pointer. Good on the 3-point shot. He's got 11. Here's Banton. Nothing on the board. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Mano a mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
They've got Robert Williams. Jeremy Grant is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Banton in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Thybulle for 3. And another 3 for Portland. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with 8, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Ayton, he's checked in for Portland. And the basket by Curry.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
No good from Grant. Warriors leading by 3. Butler in the corner. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Offensive rebound. Pass to Rupert. For the tie. Up again. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Butler with the ball. Now Green defending. Portland again missing. Golden State's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on 3. Nailed from 3-point land.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Banton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And it goes on Draymond Green. Portland shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for the Warriors. Green, the pass to Butler. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Draymond Green.
Green's got 3 assists now in this one. Now, here's Thibault. Defense is right there. Pass to Kamare. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second.
Simons, he's checked in for Delano Banton.
Number 1, Ant-Man.
Now, here's Thibault. He's defended by Pajemski. Here's Ayton. Plays it up and banks it in.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Outside Curry. That 3 off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 6. Avdia with it. Butler covering. Avdia, the pass to Ayton. Simons from outside. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Launches a 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Here's Avdia. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. 1:07 left to play in the third. Butler kicks to Curry. Fires the 3. And the Warriors miss again. And so here's Portland. They trail by 6. 3-pointers, Simons.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
On pass to Simons. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Curry gets inside and lays it in.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Thibault. Takes a 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Thibault's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for Portland. Hield outside. Fires from deep. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Hield's got 9 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for it.
And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
Defensive foul.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Warriors leading by 3. Kuminga the pass to Hield. Back to Kuminga. Pass to Moody. Outside Kuminga. They get it back. A second chance effort. Good, nice job down low. And the Warriors lead by 5.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, and hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Outside Kuminga to the right side. Moody. And the three ball is good. Moody's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
And Simons, here we go. And stolen by Simon. A special move before the shot.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
By Hield, nobody around. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. From the wing. Kicks it out to Grant. Avdia against Butler. 6 to shoot. Outside, Simons. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. Butler attacks in transition.
Butler on the break. You can't give him any room to run, or you might get your feelings hurt.
Avdia can't hit.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
A nice shot by Klingon.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the three.
And there's the foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Delano Bangs checked in for Portland. Different look here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Gary Payton comes in for Hield. Podziemski, he's checked in for Moody. And Curry subbed in for Jonathan Kuminga. Avdia kicks to Simons. Good on the triple. Simons has got 8 points in the quarter.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Chop up 2 there.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
Klingon. It's taken away by Payton. And here we go. Warriors running again. This one for 3. And it's Stephen Curry with a 3. And it's a 10-point Warrior lead. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end. And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
And it's Butler missing. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Portland. Will it go? 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. It's good from long range.
And how about the awareness by Klingon, a big man who can sense when one of his teammates is open.
Kicks it out to Grant. Outside, Simons. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. He's clobbered. He'll get 3 shots at the line. They get Stephen Curry.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Eibel's checked in. And he nails the 3rd.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that in this free throw when it's all said and done.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Butler finds Podziemski. The rebound by Grant.
It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And here is Curry. So we see the Warriors get the win here. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine, then it's DeMar DeRozan, and it's Ellis in at the 1. LaVine passes to Murray. That drops, and it comes off an assist from LaVine.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Pass to Murray. Now DeRozan. Murray scanning the floor. No good on the 3.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon.
Eyeball, that's good.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Sacramento has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. DeRozan finds Murray. 3-pointer. Portland with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Thibault against Murray. Thibault passes to Aiden. Fires the 3. He's off on that one. The Kings have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Goes up on the baseline. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Yeah, good work from the mid-range. This is why you let Murray do his thing from there.
Pass to Thibault. Driving in. Ellis with a rebound. The Kings have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. DeRozan passes to Murray. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. Murray's got 8.
Showing the range. Murray is very consistent from out there.
And here's Simons outside. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, go try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Takes a step back. Murray for 3. That miss makes him 3 for 7. Portland has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Optia finds Simons. And that one is hammered home.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level. You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes. On offense, here are the Trailblazers. They're on a 13-5 run. Kamari, no good. Simons with a steal. Now the Blazers moving it up. Avdia passes to Thibault. From deep three-point land. Avdia can't get it to go. Kings trail by 5. Inside. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
Outside Thibault. Lets it fly. Portland, no good that time either.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Here's Kamari. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. It's rebounded by Sabonis. 27 seconds left to play in the first. Murray for three. Again, the miss by Murray. Trailblazers lead by 3. Pass to Kamare. Now here's Thibault. Here's Kamare, defended by Murray. And here's Simons outside. They get the rebound. Ayton. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Makes his selection just...
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Portland ahead, up by 5. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another area where they've excelled has been pushing it on the break. They're really getting after it.
Scoot and Sharp with the backcourt set. Then it's Jeremy Grant, and it's Kamare in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Ellis is checked in for the Kings.
First team foul. In for the Kings, number 23.
Sabonis with a screen on Sharp. Sharp against Monk. Sabonis goes in. His first shot attempt. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
I like how aggressive Sabonis is inside. He just has a feel for how to score down there. Being left-handed also helps.
Richard, something you notice about these Kings, they shoot plenty of threes.
And that's the modern game for you, B.A. But Sacramento shoots especially freely. You are right. And those shots often connect. So I doubt that trend changes for them anytime soon.
Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
And the Blazers making a change here. Walker's checked in. Now here's Henderson. Grant outside. Walker sets a screen. Clock at 6. Outside for Henderson. Let's go with a 3. Sharp up top. Pass to Henderson. And here's Walker. Grant outside. From deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Grant's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Jacks up a 3. Lyles' shot is good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Reith. Still without a bucket. They set the screen. Pass to Walker. Here's Grant. Tries the spin move from behind the arc. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
High-effort plays tend to pay off for Grant on offense. He knows how to work his way to a shot.
And it's Lyles missing. Trailblazers lead by 5. Sharp finds Henderson. Robbed. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Sabonis outside. Back to Lyles. There's the triple. Sends it home from three-point land.
3-point.
Lyles has got 6 in the quarter.
We all know about his father, but Domantas Sabonis is proving that he is as good of a passer, maybe, as his dad.
2 minutes.
Sacramento has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And Walker's got the ball here for the Trailblazers. And Richard, whenever Sabonis plays, it's surprising if he doesn't record a double-double.
Oh, they're usually monster double-doubles also. Close to 20 points, 13 rebounds, and at least 6 assists. Domas, he is an offensive hub.
Attacking the hoop. That is Scoot Henderson's bread and butter. Unstoppable when he's going downhill.
Sharp against Sabonis. Monk for 3. It's hauled in by Henderson. Trailblazers lead by 4. Pass to Grant. Here's Reith. He's guarded by Sabonis. Pulls it from the corner, and he connects with a jumper. Reith's got his first bucket in this one. The Kings have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Here's Lyles. Now Monk. He's covered by Grant. Launches it. Ellis, good. Ellis has got his first 3 points of the game.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to Reith. Grant with a screen on Sabonis. Fires the 3. That one's good. Reith's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Monk, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Outside Monk. Here's Sabonis. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
It's been all about Jeremy Grant for Portland. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We're coming right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And the Kings have held tough, but it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Grant.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
Taking a look at Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at the point guard position. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Again, the Kings score.
DeRozan has every shot, but that mid-range, yeah, that's his bread and butter.
Henderson outside. Rebound by Sacramento. Now DeRozan. Lets it go. Sharp grabs the miss.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
And here's Grant from the arc. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's LaVine for 3. And it's Portland with a rebound. Reith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Takes the 3. Benton can't get it to go. The Kings leading. Now the Kings in transition. And another miss by Sacramento. Sharp against DeRozan. Pass to Reith. Out to the right wing. Here's Benton. Here's Reith. Defended by DeRozan. Here's Benton. Rebounded. Domantas Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's Murray from downtown. DeRozan with the ball. Sharp grabs the miss. Here's Benton. Offensive rebound to snap the cold streak. On the wing, Grant from outside the arc. Again, the miss by Portland. Sacramento has gone 1 of 4 here in the 3rd from range. Here's DeRozan. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. DeRozan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
With the jumper, DeRozan is efficient. You really can't afford to let him get shots lined up.
It's Sharp on the wing. Here's Benton. Again, the miss by Portland. The Kings lead by 3. You know, when it comes to Keegan Murray, it's his all-around presence that helps this team, Richard.
Yeah, he's a very talented glue guy. He doesn't make a ton of splash plays, but he is steady and consistent, and coaches love players like that.
2 minutes.
Back come the Kings in transition. Up top, DeRozan. Wow!
Great teamwork leading to some exciting offense. DeRozan showing us how it's done with the alley-oop.
Three-pointer. Benton, good. Benton's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Kind of surprising to see this from DeRozan, but he must have been feeling that competitive fire.
Pass to Henderson. And there's the lob. And stolen by Murray. Sharp against DeRozan. And here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
Yeah, I like that he's not taking any chances there. Sabonis goes up strong with the finish.
Henderson with a screen on Levine. Benton. Off target from three-point range. The Kings lead by 9. DeRozan gets going. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Throw it down.
Oh, the burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Outside Levine. And he drives in. Pass to Murray. From the arc. Portland with a rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Man, that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Henderson.
That was okay, let's say that was an odd play. You don't see missed connections like that too often.
So Portland ends up going with a new group. Carter finds DeRozan. Simons with a steal. Now the Blazers moving it up. Here's Thibault. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Out to Simons. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Oh, talk about...
What a performance for DeMar DeRozan. He's been the story for Sacramento. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. Back to the game after this break. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. Williams is out there with Klingon, and it's Rupert in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. They get it back. Stolen. It's intercepted. Lets it go from deep. Pass to Henderson. Out left to the wing. Beyond the arc. And the basket by Rupert. Rupert's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
1 for 3. Fires in the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Sinks it from distance. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Kings.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
So the Kings making a change here. Jones is checked in. Sacramento leading by 8. Pass to Monk. It's stolen by Thibault. Now the Blazers on the move. Simons outside. Right wing. Here's Kamare. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Kamare's got his first points of the night. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Sacramento. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Keegan Murray comes in for Jones. And DeRozan is subbed in for Monk.
And you see how proficient Sabonis is from mid-range. This is an area that he loves to work from.
Simons outside. Pass to Aiden. It's Avdia on the wing. Gets the three ball to go.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
DeRozan outside. Step back and fire. Portland with a rebound. Aiden's got 8 rebounds in the game. Simons outside. Ball stolen. Out on his own on the break. Ellis's shot is off. Blazers trail by 5. Tipped away. Now the Kings in transition. Here's Levine for 3. Ooh, Levine kept after it on the break.
Boy, that's some great speed. Athletically, Levine is just a step above most people.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Blazers will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outlet.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
And it's Jeremy Grant with a foul. That's his first foul of the game. For 3. Portland with a rebound. Avdia's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Grant from the arc. Again, the miss by Portland. And they're on the run. Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Sabonis.
Exceptional defense from Aiden. I love seeing him challenge shots like this. And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
The Kings lead by 8. Oh, they get a hand on it. Thibault with it. Picked up by DeRozan. He launches a 3. Hits a three-pointer.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that. But now, it's a great decision, and it paid off.
DeRozan passes to Murray. Fires the 3. And Aiden pulls it down.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
DeRozan for 3. Oh, nails the triple.
There are guys that can take that shot, and there are guys that can make that shot. DeRozan loves having the ball in these big moments because he understands how to deliver.
And here's Grant from the arc. Pass to Thibault. The 3 is up. He connects. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
And the dime going to Aiden, expanding the passing part of his game.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Kamara, he's checked in for Grant. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
They get it back. Now here's Levine. DeRozan outside. And a miss there on the triple. 8 in the open look. Offline. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. They played the villain tonight, and they
Has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now Sacramento starting five. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Levine is out there with Ellis. And it's Sabonis in at the center position. Shots good by Butler.
And look out when Jimmy Butler feels confident and comfortable from deep.
DeRozan for three. Ellis finds DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Green with a screen for Curry. Pass to Pajemski. Curry against Ellis. Outside Butler. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and two shots coming up. That's on Keegan Murray. Jimmy Butler just seems to raise his game come playoff time, Brent. It is a thing of beauty.
It's pretty awesome to see that kind of confidence where a guy just lays in the weeds for a little while and then in the biggest moments comes in and stands out. So that's not always just about Jimmy Butler. It's about his team having that kind of confidence in how he performs in the biggest moments.
Golden State moving it around. Here's Pajemski. Guarded by Levine. Curry passes to Payton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Ellis against Curry. Shot clock at 6. Here's Butler. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And Butler just taking that motion right through contact.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. I asked him what plan he had, if any, for Zach LaVine. He said, my focus is making sure he doesn't get any easy shots. We have to contest every attempt. It's about mitigating the damage, not preventing it. So it looks like he'll settle for just making LaVine work as hard as possible. Guys?
Thank you, David. Ellis kicks to DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 3 assists tonight.
Tormenting his way through. DeRozan showing what he's made of.
Here's Curry out to Payton. Outside Butler. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And they pick up 2.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
And taken away by Ellis. It's tipped. It's taken away by Payton. Floats it up for Butler. Green finds Butler. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Sabonis. DeRozan against Curry. Comes up empty down low. Warriors leading by 4. Butler on the wing. Here's the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Butler's got 15 points.
And attacking and playing with intensity, Jimmy Butler, a ferocious competitor.
Here's DeRozan. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Different look here for the Warriors. Chase Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Kuminga comes in for Payton. Moody's checked in for Brandon Bajemski. And Hield subbed in for Stephen Curry. Sacramento also making some changes. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And Monks subbed in for Ellis. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%.
Heady plays like that are what Jimmy Butler is all about. He knows where the defense is.
DeRozan a screen on Hield. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Monk. 13 points in the game. Warriors leading by 4. In the corner, Moody with it. The kick outside to Butler. Jackson Davis. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. The free throw drops for Butler.
When you think of Jimmy Butler, his work ethic comes to mind. Notably, how hungry he is to win at all costs.
Stephen Curry's checked in for Kuminga. They kick out to Hield. The shot by Butler, nobody around. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Monk outside. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
You know, you got to admire the range that this guy has. Monk just no fear when he pulls up from deep.
Shots good from Butler.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. We've got Lyles. Carter out there with Monk. Then it's Sabonis. And it's LaRavia in at the small forward position.
And how about Sabonis getting up there and rising up to slam down?
Hits the three-point bomb.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Takes it from 10. Sabonis, no good. Warriors leading by 7. Well, Brett, last season was disappointing for the Kings after being eliminated in the play-in.
Yeah, a little bit of regression. They did have some key injuries to some guys in the stretch of the season that was vital for them to make the playoff push. But I think it helped them realize just how fun the playoffs are and just how hard it is to get back there. And maybe in this offseason they come back a little bit more focused, knowing how loaded the Western Conference is. Steph Curry is a brilliant offensive basketball player. The D backs up, and he just shoots that one off the dribble.
And that one's good. LaRavia. LaRavia's got his first 3 points of the game. Curry passes to Kuminga. Down low. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh,
very clever from Curry. They're attracting the defense and then just giving it away.
Pass to LaRavia. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 5 assists in the game.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Curry is inside, working on Ellis. Kuminga dishes to Curry. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Good strategy here from the coaching staff. Put the ball in Curry's hands, see what happens. Usually ends up being pretty good.
Curry against Ellis. Pass to Sabonis. Lyles kicks to Sabonis. Clock at 6. Here's LaRavia. Ellis against Curry. Ellis can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the call will be against Sabonis. That's his first foul. Some changes for Golden State. Green comes in for Kevon Looney. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Moses Moody. And a change for Sacramento. Levine's checked in. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Kuminga. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Hield. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from DeRozan. Here's Pajemski. Monk defending. There's Green with the 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Ellis. Ellis has got 6 assists here tonight.
And you have to love how multi-layered DeRozan's game is. Such a fantastic score. Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
The Warriors making a switch here. Hield's checked in. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Sacramento. The kick outside to Butler. Back to Hield. Butler against Monk. Lets a floater go, and it's Butler laying it in. Butler's got 20.
So many intriguing parts to Jimmy Butler's game, including that delicate floater.
Back to DeRozan. Here he goes. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Butler on the wing. No good from outside. The Kings trail by 6. Here's DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
It was a flush. DeMar getting up.
Here's Butler. Butler hammering it home.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Here's DeRozan. Rebound by Butler. Warriors leading by 6. And Green now, top of the key. Hield, the pass to Payton. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Hield. Hits it from 3-point range. Hield's got 6 points in the quarter.
Hield can make a living out there from behind the arc. Doesn't need a lot of room to get his shot off, and he drains that one with ease. Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Shot by Hield, nobody around. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Ellis kicks to DeRozan. Oh, the lob to Valanciunas, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Here's Butler. A floater. No good with the layup. And so it's the Golden State Warriors going into the break with a 10-point lead. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Payton in at the 3 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age, and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
And Zoelis will bring it up for Sacramento, trailing by 10. Pulls up on the wing. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Jimmy's such a well-conditioned athlete, using that vertical he has to get up and throw it down.
DeRozan with it. Butler covering. And Payton sends it back. They retain possession. Here's DeRozan. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Butler. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage. So an adjustment was made. The fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. And I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed. No doubt about it, D.A. DeRozan for 3. Again, the miss by the Kings.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skills, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Curry, that's good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Driving inside. They kick it out to Green. Back to Curry. Curry on the drive. Off on the layup.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Well, the Kings went from 3 seed in 2023 to out of the playoffs completely, Brent, last season.
Well, it speaks to how competitive the Western Conference was. You know, you got to realize, Kevin, Sacramento won just 2 less games than they did after that magical run in 2023. The West was just better. So the Kings got to fill some holes, find some pieces, and hopefully have some guys improve upon what they did last season.
DeRozan, good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
And the Warriors with some changes. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Moses Moody comes in for Peyton. And Hield subbed in for Stephen Curry. The Kings also at the sub. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Ellis. Three-pointer, Hield gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hield's got 12 points in the game.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pajemski finds Butler. Good.
Well, Butler's a great competitor, and he's playing with some fire right now.
Kuminga's come in for the Warriors. And the Kings making a change here. He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. We've got 22 seconds left here in the third quarter. Ellis, the pass to Sabonis. Here's Lyles. And just miss after miss right now. Kuminga with it. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for Sacramento, Monk is out there with Ellis. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then it's Trey Lyons. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. On the wing, LaVine, defended by Moody. Valanciunas passes to LaVine. Monk outside. The 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Curry, good.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Here's Valanciunas. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Between rebounding, interior scoring, and he shoots the 3. Brett, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, Valanciunas has done a really good job of growing his game, Kevin, in today's game. I mean, the modern NBA to have shooting bigs. JV has stepped out and proves that he can hit shots from the top of the key, but it's still that grinding, tough, physical play that you want on a nightly basis, and he gives it to you.
Here's Pajemski. Offline with his 3. The Kings trail by 20. For 3. And Malik Monk hits from deep.
And you gotta love that 3-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
They get the rebound. Sacramento's gone to the 3-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. 3-pointer. The Warriors pull it in. 22 is their biggest lead. Kuminga the pass to Looney. And the Warriors miss again. And so Monk will bring it up for Sacramento. 17-point game. No good from Valanciunas. Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. A shot by Curry, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Second shot opportunity, and Valanciunas with the layup. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter.
Well, the effort and the power that Valanciunas can play with puts him in great position to grab rebounds like that.
Curry's shot is good.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
The Kings trail by 18. There's the steal. Floats it up for Kuminga. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake. They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
That one drops for him.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Butler.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Hield the pass to Curry over Monk, and Curry the bucket on the assist by Hield.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Puts up a deep three. Monk grabs the board. And here now the Kings. Here's Valanciunas. Count it. 26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Shoots the three. Curry finds Looney. There's the three. And it's Stephen Curry with a three.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation. Always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Pass to Looney and taken away by Ellis. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won it. Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
like to get into the half-court stand. They like to play at their pace.
Yeah, and there's not many teams like that anymore, but it's all about the details and execution for these teams to maximize their possessions.
Now the opening lineup for the Portland Trailblazers. We've got Anthony Simons. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Avdia. Then it's Matisse Thybulle, and it's Kamare in at the 3 slot. And here's the fast break. Green with the ball. Avdia picks him up. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Avdia with a steal. Simons against Curry. And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The 3 from Curry. And Ayton pulls it down. Well, Stan, he was a 5-time All-Star. Chauncey Billups, just 1 year as an assistant before becoming a head coach.
Yeah, but Brian, Chauncey Billups was a guy that even when he was a player and then as a broadcaster, always thought like a head coach.
Avdia from outside. Pass to Kamare. This one for 3. Drills it from deep.
Fantastic decision-making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Drive by Curry. Outside for Butler. Outside Pajemski. Now here's Curry. Launches a 3. He buries it from 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And it's Simons missing. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And the Warriors with another 3.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's 3 ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Pass to Kamare. And here's Avdia. Knocks down the long J.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
They double-team Curry. Wing shot on the way. The shot by Butler, no good. Portland has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. There's Simons with a 3. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. The Warriors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Curry. It's not going to go for him. Now Portland with it. Thybulle finds Ayton. Here's Avdia. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Avdia's got 5 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat. As they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired, he knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
Yeah, we'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Fields checked in for the Warriors. Simons passes to Avdia. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Butler passes to Green. Out to Hield. Fires from deep. Simons with a rebound.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Offensive board. From the arc. Drains the triple.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And here's Butler outside, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Jimmy Butler taking it upon himself to get those 3 points back.
Henderson finds Thybulle. Now Avdia, back to Henderson. Pass to Simons, 6 to shoot. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Simons with it, now guarded by Butler. Simons passes to Avdia. Here's Thibault. Off the mark there with a 3. Outside Butler. Here's Green. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
While this call may not decide the game, you always...
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Portland ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll be back right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Portland.
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick-out for an open 3, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second. Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. Jeremy Grant out there with Klingon, and it's Kamare in at the 3. Curry takes it in. Moody from outside. Nice D from Henderson. Trailblazers lead by 5. At Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Portland has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. 4-3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. The Warriors have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Yep, that one goes.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
Outside for Grant. Lets the 3 fly. Counted from distance. Grant's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Green's checked in for Jackson Davis, and Pajemski subbed in for Moody. Williams is checked in for Portland. It's stolen. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
1 step ahead, Allie. Thanks. Curry's shot is off. Trailblazers lead by 6. And here's Grant from the arc. Pajemski grabs the board. Golden State has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Down low. Arc to down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And some changes here for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. And Payton is subbed in for Hield. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Portland. Simons comes in for Henderson. Portland has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the 3-point line in the second. On the wing, Grant. And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things. And when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
Grant can't get that one to fall.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time you just couldn't get it done.
And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession, and the Warriors making a change here. Hield's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Banton's checked in. Here's Pajemski. The long distance 3 is buried. Pajimski's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
More than just a score. Hield moves the ball well, especially when his guys are open.
3-pointer. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Warriors trail by 3. On the wing, Green. Hield against Grant. And it's Hield, that time on the assist by Green. Hield's got 7 points in the game.
And I like whenever Hield attacks inside like this, exploiting the defense when they give him these chances.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Moody's checked in for Hield. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Robert Williams checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Here's Payton. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Portland. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside Sharp. Stop the drought. And he goes in for the dunk.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer at home.
Butler passes to Moody. Williams grabs the board.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
He gets it in there.
Reflexive shot there by Grant. I mean, he just finds his spot and goes straight up.
And here's Butler outside. Williams grabs the board. Trailblazers lead by 5.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Outside for Grant. The 3. He can't get that one to fall. And here's Butler outside. He got it. Butler, the deep 3. Here's Simons. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Trailblazers leading by just 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Jeremy Grant. Man, is he getting it done today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Gary Payton II is out there with Butler, and it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajimski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
And it's Green missing.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Here's Simons, takes it inside. What a terrific move that is. And now a 4-point Portland lead.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Kamare, guarded by Payton. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. That's on Gary Payton II.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
Scoot Henderson's checked in for Portland. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
Pass to Butler. Butler to the heart.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
Henderson left side. Outside Thibault. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Henderson for three. That shot is off. The Warriors trailing. Butler with the ball. Avdia picks him up, and it's Butler off the drive. And it's Butler with the jam.
On the drive, Butler can be so sudden. The moment he sees an opening, he just takes off. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Fields checked in for Payton. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Reith, he's checked in for Ayton. The three from Curry. Money! Stephen Curry, the three-point king.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Here's Kamare. Portland again missing. The Warriors lead by 4. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results. They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more. That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Blazers trail by 4. Henderson left side. Off the outside. Back to Thibault. Clock at 6. Avdia, screen on Curry. Here's Thibault. Another three for Portland.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Curry finds Butler. Back to Curry from about 16. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Thibault. Off the outside. The turnaround. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Avdia's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's a go-to shot for him, and for defenders, very difficult to contest.
Now here's Henderson. No made baskets yet. To the left wing. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Avdia, good.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Offensive rebound. Outside Curry. Second chance shot. Oh, Curry with the touch.
From Jimmy.
And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. It's Avdia on the wing. Butler covering. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Stephen Curry getting it done. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. We've got Jeremy Grant, Delano Banton out there with Scoot Henderson. Then it's Shaden Sharp, and it's... Oh!
Wow!
Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too.
Portland trailing here. Jackson Davis grabs the miss.
Come on, can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Grant with a steal. Now the Blazers on the move. Three-pointer in transition. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Portland.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end, following shots and creating tons of second chance opportunities.
Boy, it's been a grinder, a back and forth all night.
Oh, 7 times the lead has changed. Neither team giving an inch.
Pass to Ben. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from distance.
Yeah, great find right there by Henderson. He is such a gifted facilitator.
Jackson Davis with it. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. Kuminga against Grant. Here's Klingon. Here's Grant. Pass to Klingon. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And at his size, Klingon is always an above-the-rim threat.
Outside Curry. To the paint. Now here's Jackson Davis. That's tipped. Shot clock at 5. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Shot is good by Curry.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Here's Henderson. Pass to Klingon. Now Sharp. Shoots over Curry. They grab their own miss. Outside Sharp. Goes back up. Here's Klingon. And here's Grant from the arc. They grab their own miss. Henderson outside. Beyond the arc. That's good from Grant. On the assist by Henderson. Grant's got 6 in the quarter.
No hesitation from Grant. He's not bashful shooting off the catch when given the chance.
And the basket by Curry.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
Pass to Klingon. Here's Benton. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Back to Henderson. Outside for Grant. Here's Benton. Guarded by Heel. Fires it. Outside Sharp. Takes a 3. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Warriors.
What a costly turnover. Those are the ones that keep you up.
And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jackson Davis. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. Payton's checked in for Moody. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Heel. And the three-pointer goes.
And they've been relying on his three-point stroke all game. And he doesn't let them down when it matters most.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
And it's Butler with the jam.
This is Jimmy Buckets at his...
Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Off the outside. Grant with a screen on Butler. Afdia from outside. Pajemski grabs the board. And so it's Golden State with it. It's a three-point game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Butler finds Curry. With some arc. Yes!
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And he's got such great hands. Aiden corrals rebounds and doesn't lose his touch on follow-ups.
On the wing, Payton. Back to Curry. Off the mark. And so the big win by Golden State. And all right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.
Central.